this is how your parcel should arrive. Hopefully it hasn't been too bashed around in the post. And on the front there's a space where you can put special delivery instructions if you're going to be out during the day when the postman comes. So the first thing you want to do is open the box. Inside you'll find your packing list with a list of what's included, some growing tips that tell you everything you need to know about planting, spacing and how to look after your plants when they first arrive. And in the top, if the box isn't full, there'll be some of these cheesy quaver type things, and they're suitable to be used in composting, so you can either put them in your compost bin or in your green or brown bin that the council collect. You need to find somewhere to put this. Okay, so the plants have been packed into polythene bags. This stops the cardboard from going soggy when they're in transit and helps to protect them. If you haven't got a chance to plant them straight away, then you need to check whether the plugs are still moist, and they should stay quite moist because they're wrapped up in the plastic, but if they've dried out, then just put a little tiny bit of water into the bottom. Don't make them too soggy, but just to moisten them. And this one's quite interesting because this is a grafted cucumber plant, and you can see the join where the rootstock has been grafted onto the top, and this clip here is what we use to hold the graft in place until it takes. And you don't need to remove these. They will come off as the plant develops and as the stem swells up. So I would leave that in place until the plant's rooted in. Each different plant has a label in it which you can use when you plant it. It has a space to write the planting date. So if you unwrap the plastic, if you leave them wrapped up in the plastic bags, then they would sweat, and you don't want that. So open up the plastic, and as I said, make sure that all the plugs are moist. And then if you haven't got time to plant them straight away, if you put them in a cool, light place, so you don't want them to get too warm, but you don't want them to get frosted either. And if they've got some light, that will be better, because otherwise the plants will start drawing up. They should be all right in there for at least a couple of days, as long as you don't let them dry out. And then when you come to plant them, you just want to plant them deep enough so that the top of the plant is level with the soil. So you would plant it that deep. And if it was a brassica or a leek plant, which I haven't got here, you could plant them a bit deeper because that will anchor them in. And with the grafted plants, it's important not to bury the graft, because if you do, you could get what's called adventitious roots, which are little roots that come out of the stem, and if they root down into the soil, then you'll lose the benefit of the resistance that the rootstock has got. So when you plant that, I would plant it level with the plug again to make sure that you don't get any roots coming out from the top variety into the soil. This is a cold, unheated porch, and it's south facing, so this would be a good place to put the plants, except on the coldest of nights, when it might be just as well to bring them inside overnight and then put them back on the windowsill in the morning.